Premier League Grand Final, Bulleen Lions, Altona Magic, here at the home of soccer in Melbourne, Olympic Park. And two men have graced this hallowed turf many times. Springvale coach Gus McLeod and Socceroo only, one of the greatest Socceroo players ever, Jimmy Rooney. I'm going to have a chat to them and see what they think of today's game. Gus, how do you think the game will go today? I think it'll be a very good game, actually, Shocker. I think experience will probably play a big part in it, and I really fancy Bulleen. But if Altona really hit their straps, they've got some very exciting players, John. And Jimmy Rooney, you're all great expert in the game. Still playing, by the way, with Lindale. That's in the Provisional League, so if you catch the last game of the season, you'll see Jimmy Rooney. Doesn't cost you nothing to get in. Jimmy, how do you think the game will go today?
Yeah, I agree with Gus a bit. I think Bulleen very, very strong in defence, and I think the longer the game goes, at nil each, or Bulleen can stay in it, I think they'll come home better.
Well, there's the experts. We'll see how they go. But I'm just going to show you, Gus has got a little mark on his nose there. That was Tony Vrzina. I'm sure it was. Was it Tony?
It certainly wasn't you, Shocker.
We'll see them later. Hold on. Here we have, what's your name, love?
Raylene Wilcox.
Raylene Wilcox. Plate of chips here, Raylene. Who are they for?
Ian Dobson.
Dobson's had his chips just before the game. And here we are in the inner sanctum, the women behind the men of Bulleen Lions, and here they are at the usual position at the bar. Have a look. Have a look. And here's a couple of young future stars from Bulleen Lions down there. I don't know the names, but you'll read about them very soon. How do you think you go today, girls?
We win.
They haven't had enough Chardonnay yet, but we'll get there, don't worry about it. Now, where's Mrs. Ollerton? Where is she? Oh, come over here, Mrs. Ollerton.
Coca-Cola.
Come over here. Coca-Cola, yeah.
It is.
Oh, vodka, I love it.
Recognise it, Shocker.
Never touch your stuff, do you? How do you think your husband's team's going to go today, which is Bulleen Lions? Silly question.
Well, I've just been talking with the other ladies, and we're really confident because we've come from so far down in the ladder. We think no matter what happens today, we're really proud of them just to get here, and we're really confident that we're going to just go for it.
The girls are very proud of their boyfriends and husbands and whatever. So will the boys get lucky tonight?
Yes.
God, I wish I was still playing.
Under 16s, now under 15s. The half-time score is 2-1.
This is the 1995 Premier League Grand Final coming to you from Olympic Park in Melbourne. It's Altona Magic and Bulleen, and an absolutely magnificent day here for this big match. Just take a quick look at the two lineups then. Altona Magic first. Two changes from the side that beat Port Melbourne a couple of weeks ago. Marjan Tasevski is suspended. He is the right fullback, and in his place Zoran Svetkovski will come in, just 19 years of age, playing in the Grand Final. Nick Georgopoulos returns to the centre of midfield. He was suspended a couple of weeks ago. Danny Madarowski is the player who makes way. No place for John Markowski. He is on the bench, though he is fully fit according to Ian Dobson. Bulleen forced to make one change. Frank Valentic, also the right fullback, is suspended. George Lenettis will take his place.
Ugly. Henry Velkovsky's going to get a speaking to. Sorry, Paulie, but gee, what a way to start a grand final. Velkovsky coming in high and hard on the little chef, Peter Diorio, so that may set the tone for the game.
And Peter Lutgens in a new role, forced upon Peter Ollerton by the suspension of Valentic in a defensive position. He took the free kick. Harris just clearing it away for Altona.
I suppose they're just getting over the in excess of 3 kilometre walk it probably takes to get to your car from here.
There's Vetkovsky looking down the line. Blocked by Lutgens. Back to Vetkovsky with a second chance. Got support inside, doesn't need it. Took his man on. Look at this young player go. He's a class act. He's still got it. And the cheers from the crowd. They didn't want the run to end.
Oh, get on the kid. Maybe he wants to show the way in the grand final. Rush of teenage blood to the head.
Diorio now. Chased by Markowski, and he virtually gave the ball to Markowski there. Altona begin again. Down the line by Atanasovsky, looking for Kutlasovsky. Awkward ball. White using his body well. He's a very clever player in the tight areas, is Dale White, and he did well there.
On for the crowd here, which actually Paul Williams is not too damn bad.
It's always difficult to estimate at Olympic Park. Might have 4 or 5 here with a bit of luck. I'll get the official figures for you later on in the match. Krajacic now. Out wide. Across the goal, awkward. White's in there. Opening goal. And Bulleen have done it.
Well, the man who's played in this is his 3rd grand final in 4 years, Dale White, gets the final touch, and Bulleen, whose drive from the elimination final has been extraordinary. 2 penalty victories in their 2 finals games to date so far, and now Dale White has put them ahead of the grand final after 16 minutes and 50 seconds precisely. Altona Magic come again. Well, they won't give up the ghost. These 2 coaches know each other too well. Difficult cross. Lutkins gets the drop. Scott Patterson knocks it over the top. Second chance. Svetkovsky, the youngster. Georgopoulos. He's a danger player, the former Preston player. Inside.
Good challenges going in here.
Copped it not once, but not twice. The second time he ran into Belsiakos, which can be a grievous error of judgment. He gets up, he's still walking, so that's a victory for Kutlasovsky, and he gets the Quinella because Altona Magic will get the free kick. But he copped it once, he span away from the pack, and the second time he went crunch straight into Belsiakos. Free kick, Altona Magic. Krajacic runs to join the wall, beckons Dale White back to join the defensive formation, shielding the free kick.
Oh, deflection.
Gets a bouncer. Jeffrey Olver, very accomplished, saw it, re-evaluated it as soon as it took the cannon, and he was there on his knees to take it on the nipple.
Svetkovsky goes past Lutkins. Still Svetkovsky. Krajacic had to come across to cover his fullback. And Sosky down the line to Georgopoulos. Nice play from him, Emsovsky. Deep cross in, awkward, Liparotti there. He could only clear the ball away somewhat unconventionally there. Fine cross by Emsovsky. Zdravko Atanasovsky. Filled in, awkward, 6-yard box. The equaliser!
And who else but the Iceman? We call it luck. Call it good management, but Kutlasovsky was there when the ball cannoned loose, and he just drilled that. No problem at all for the Iceman. And his finish was as cool as his name would suggest.
Sonsini for Bulleen. And the Mays and Claret. Through to Darren McGrath. Easy take for him. Keeper whose reputation is growing rapidly. On the line, Svetkovsky. Radecki uses the body. Siakos not afraid to use his goalkeeper. Well, both sides have had periods of play in this first half where they dominated the other. But the way the game sits right now, it's even Stevens as Liparotti forcing his way down the line. Nice turn inside, Atanasovsky. Back to Runye. Georgopoulos. Nice play this from Altona if they can get forward. Patterson there, just refusing to be out-muscled by Kutlasovsky. Switching play nicely, Lutkins. Have the ball away, Patterson going through again. Oh, and that's a high.
There's no tomorrows
for challenge.
No tomorrows for Big SP. I think he's decided he's just going to go full on. And he's nearly put Nick Georgopoulos on life support with that challenge. He just put the elbow down.
His teammate. White found some space for himself in a wide position. Harris comes over to avert the danger. White managing to get his head up. Not a lot of options for him from his teammates. And that fact was recognised by Harris, who put in a challenge. Tom Sonsini will take the long throw. Not a big player, but packs a mighty hurl.
Touch of symmetry down on the bench. Both coaches standing identically to the left-hand side of their enclosed areas. It's looking rather pensive. One each in the grand final. Sonsini lofts it out, swing it down, White scores!
Great goal.
The most experienced player in the grand final scores his second. And there was some sort of obscene celebration happening on the edge of the box, but by Jolly Jingoes, Dale White, who is playing in his third grand final, he's on his way to scoring his third grand final goal. He's netted two, and Bulleen at the most critical period of the game, as we edge toward half-time, has made it 2-1. And won't he be enjoying that, Dale White?
And once again, Greg, it was Sonsini with the cross.
Disappointment. I mean, we saw during the week Tom Markowski, who's got the job on Dale White this afternoon, saying how much he wanted to stop living in the shadows of his brother John Markowski. Well, Tommy will be very disappointed so far. The man that he's standing this afternoon scored twice in the opening half of the biggest game of the season. And Altona Magic have to come from behind again. This will test their courage, their fortitude. At Nosovsky, he belted it. And Jeffrey Olver had to be on his medal. Saw it singing its way toward the top corner and clutched it truly first time in those great big international standard mitts of his. Bangs it to half field. Svetkovsky. Ball takes a cannon. Lenetis can't force his way through. Svetkovsky comes up trumps with the ball. Nowhere to go. Stop sign comes up. He takes the bypass. The back's there. Krajosic knocks it up the middle. Bulleen away. Sonsini. Percentage ball. Pick up by Nosovsky. Dances his way past the tackle and gives it away.
Tried to do the outside of the footer.
Lutkins rumbling toward the line. No dancing from him.
It's not his role to be a dancing winger, playing wide, skipping past the fullback. He prefers to be in the centre on the end of some fine crosses that have already been supplied this afternoon by Tom Sonsini, the creator of both of Bulleen's goals.
Less than a minute and a half from garbage time in the opening half. Bulleen lead it by 2-1. Diorio edged away from the football by Tom Markowski. It'll be a throw-in. Peter Ollerton, the coach of Bulleen, I expect at half-time would be reinforcing the control element of this team now that they have the lead, and just 45 minutes from what would be an historic championship victory. First team to do it from the elimination final, and that is quite extraordinary in itself. You've got to beat the 4 best teams over 4 successive weeks. If you can do that, you've got a pedigree as a champion team. Svetkovsky runs to receive. Grandstand side. Knocks it round the corner. No one home for Altona Magic. Siakos. Boof! Upfield. Markowski gets the jump on Diorio. Loose ball down. Georgopoulos inside. Markowski trying to make amends. Krajosic stands his ground. Long. Dale White, the danger man, edges his way past Harris.
Oh, look at that.
Well,
great try by White there. Used his body superbly.
Main grandstand just starting to encroach on the playing arena. Svetkovsky spins the ball on his fingertips and sends it on its way. Half-time in the grand final. Eugene Brazzali says that's all there is. A double strike from Dale White, giving Bulleen a 2-1 advantage. The Iceman, Itek Kutlasovsky, scoring for Altona Magic, sets us up beautifully for the last 45 minutes of the Premier League season. 2-1 Altona Magic, 2-1 Bulleen rather, at half-time.